Well, I guess there is one other video I wanted to make tonight. It's a video I've been wanting to make for a while. It's related to YouTube, and but I'm going to give from now. I think from now on, I'm giving everything to my podcast content beholders first. I'm giving everything to them first. I don't know if there's going to end up being weird copyright conflicts of interest, but I will first give it to the podcast and then give it to YouTube, and it'll be the exact same stuff. Then I've also got what Headliner does for me, which, by the way, soon here I should check to see if Headliner has done its little thing on my second post of the day. So this will be the third post of the day if we finish it that quick. Yeah, it's related to some YouTube stuff and maybe some WordPress stuff, but not particularly related to the podcast. It's just, my podcast people come first, whoever they may be. And it concerns Damien Echols, who I've talked about before, but never in the sense of actual deliberate interaction. I might end up just calling this to Damien Echols. Sort of a touching bases, really. If, and that's only if, such turns out to be appropriate. If not, whatever, disregard. And it's related to the anti-dramatic stance of, I would think, almost any magician who is not in the middle of performing a ritual. I personally mostly refer to myself as an occultist. Mr. Echols has called his classes something that happens to be the name of one of my, or the name of my part of the name of my most important post. I have absolutely no idea whether or not he got that from me. I've seen some signs, including that he wishes to engage in conversation with me. Or to engage me in some way. Hopefully not magical battles, not because I think I'd win or because I think I'd lose, but because magical battles do not usually happen, and I don't see any reason why one should happen now. In fact, I don't see any reason why there should be any drama in relationship to me and Mr. Echols, who have some similarity in background and purpose. I will confess, mentioned Mr. Echols in the past, basically for a couple of reasons. The first being, he's a fascinating person with interesting similarities in background to myself, who I happen to think does good work. And the second is that my stats go up when I mention his name. And that's, shameless pursuit of statistics, isn't it? But but in fact is shameless. I feel no shame about that. And yet the essential tone of this is the anti-dramaticness with which any magician should conduct their life when not in the middle of doing a ritual. Another like angle on that is it's kind of interesting. A magician, when performing a ritual, is very much a dramatist. Although there are a few who really do believe it's all about your real deep core intensity. And trying to get at that. Actually, there's more than a few, and they may be right. But certainly outside of the realm of being in the middle of a ritual, a magician has a somewhat anti-dramatic stance. That's how they become known as edgelords, is that they can sometimes be barely able to conduct the normal amount of social greasing through otherwise unnecessary politeness that imbues societies bent on civilization. Yeah, so I basically, I have no idea, Mr. Echols, whether or not you're trying to contact me or involve me in any way with anything you do. However, if you do, or if we have indeed some metaphysical connection, which, we have this belief that those things do occur. Yeah, I'm easy to reach, man. tadpoleslamp@gmail.com. If you have something to say to me, feel free to say it via email. This is in no wise intended to cause an antagonistic stance on your part. And again, if it's all just a bunch of coinkadink, feel free to disregard. Nonetheless, I just thought I'd let you know that I am easy to reach. My email is tadpoleslamp@gmail.com. Oh, and I would love to be in conversation with you. I realize you're a busy man. I'm kind of busy myself. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to say is I hope that you don't... I'll tell you, we're doing different things. I'm hoping you are used to that by now. Different magicians are doing different things often. Scientists often work together. Scientists often work apart. But yeah, I'd love to converse with you. You're fascinating. But yeah, I'd say the appropriate way for that to occur would be for you to contact me by email. I don't know yours. It's not something you make particularly easy to find. Quite understandable for a person in your position. I'm much more of a loser than you, but yeah, like let's say you did take that from my most important blog post, the name of your little school. I wouldn't care. It's a common phrase in certain circles, and I have no right to it, and it wouldn't upset me. I'm not quite as much of a spaz as I used to be in my school days, and it just doesn't bother me a bit, one way or the other. And that's it. That's what I got to say.